game, not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Throwing now is Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He'll the intended receiver once again, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Flushed out right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
They'll run on 1st down. Darby. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down now, Darby. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually
Tyler Lockett, the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tyler Lockett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, and the Raiders have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
The numbers for Jones last week, 20 carries, 84 yards. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
On 1st down, Darby. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side, it's a great chance it can turn into the type of play we just saw there, a big gainer.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Darby. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Throwing on first down is Carr. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll run it with Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. And some room to roam now. And he is finally out of bounds across midfield at the 40-yard line. A big run there by Jones. 53 yards. So he rips off a great run and shows you why this year he's top 10 in rushing in the league.
And looks like he's trying to move up fast on the leaderboard, doesn't he? Top 10, looks like he's running to get into the top 5.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mahomes firing complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. Looked like he was trying, and that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. From 19 yards away. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front.
A lot of times when you take a tight end in later rounds, you're doing it with a little bit of hope, some potential. But not so with this guy. They believe he can really make an impact in the red zone, and he definitely makes good on that faith right there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken at his 4. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see.
Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
The face mask moves him all the way out past the 40 now for 1st down. On the counter, here's Jones. Fancy footwork in midfield. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City 1st. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
Mahomes on target here to Hardman. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
51, Mike 51.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Ben Gideon in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The pressure gets to him again. Tyus Bowser providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. through the air first. Maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. To throw his Carr. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the gun, it's Carr. Completes it to Aguilar. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of the half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That's a tough combination to defend. You know Patrick Mahomes has the big arm, and he's got the elusiveness and the speed. So even though you want the third quarter already, no problem. Let's do it. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Coming back out to take the field, Mark Andrews and company. And some of his highlights here from this game. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Give him 28 yards on that one. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Andrews. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run on first down. Darby. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Darby. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On first down, Darby. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Carr now on first down. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Nelson Aguilar with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us.
They've got his man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 21st touchdown of the season, as they have taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call.
Face mask. Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Darby. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun, because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a first down carry by Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. He hits his target, the tight end Adams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Now Jones. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Ronald Jones with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. The extra point up and good.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Come on now, let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Carr now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 40 now on second down. Carr looking left side. Andrews with it complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On first down, Carr. It's complete to Snead. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in the East Bay. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Carr now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
56 to Mike. 56.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. It's caught by Aguilar. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Touchdown, defense. Mike 5-5.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Operating from the gun, Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade is going to happen, but good thought. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. A big play there for KC. 51 yards. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Ronald Jones with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. Now the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Snead's got it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a second and 5.
Check 4, check 4.
Now Carr. He finds Aguilar over the middle. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score. Carr. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Carr now to throw. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. Here's Carr, and for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and now it's second down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
Yellow. Hey, let's go.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Joseph came roaring in on the safety blitz. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Yellow.
They go play action here on 1st down. And it'll be intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Hey, 4 down.
To throw again. Carr, now a desperation. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Mark Andrews with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. So he's hit Pater twice, but still they're facing that deficit here in the 2nd half.
So they're going to see if they can continue to find ways to get him the football, because obviously something is working for him to find the end zone twice. In any event, however this turns out, he's going to be hard to deal with in the film room, isn't he? He's going to want to know why he's not getting more passes thrown to him.
Those big tight ends are getting greedy. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Able to get away. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Mahomes going to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.